Well, Phil, Altringham's FA Trophy journey is over after a 2-0 loss to Rochdale. What did you make of the game?
I thought we didn't take our chances. We had more than enough chances to certainly be in the game right until the end. I thought we were really sloppy in the first 45 with our defensive shape that I mentioned to you post-match interview the last time. If you don't get your defensive structures right, you have a certain way that you need to set up against Rochdale because they're quite rigid with how they play, and we didn't get that right. The second goal was epitomised that. That was really poor from us. The first goal, listen, it's a good bit of individual skill to swivel and shoot. I thought he was under enough pressure. But the runs that Gordon was getting in with Rowlands down our left side weren't acceptable in the first half, just staying with a runner. But listen, second half, we've dominated the game, and I know people will say, well, they're 2-0 up, but they've not had a sniff, and anything that they did have, we snuffed out. Their keepers bailed them out of an unbelievable save off Alex Newby. Another save that he should make, but I don't remember Rob Layton making a save, to be fair. Maybe one in the first half, so... you don't always get what you deserve in football. The bit that I'll take a lot from is the lads went to the bitter end and could have easily on another day took the game to penalties potentially with the chances that we had. But we're not sore losers, so we wish Rochdale all the very best, and hopefully we get beat by the eventual winners, because if you're going to get beat, that's what you want to happen. So that was probably, well, it was, there's no getting away from it, the toughest game of the tie again. I've said it all the way through. And first half, we didn't get enough things right to go through in the tie. They're hard lessons to learn, because I thought the performance overall warranted at least a draw. So they're the tough lessons that our lads have got to learn.
Well, Altrincham started really positively in the first 5 minutes, but Rochdale opened the scoring after 14. Do you feel that opening goal knocked the wind out of your side's sails a little bit?
No, I thought they played their game really well in the first half, and we didn't defend well enough. That's what I was alluding to. We didn't get our defensive structure right, or players weren't on the same wavelength of what they were being asked to do, or maybe some of Rochdale's good play forced our players to make some poor decisions. And this isn't on the ball, this is off the ball. And then on the ball, we've created enough. You come away to Rochdale, they're the second best defence in the league, and we've created. So I've never seen so many chances created against them. I mean, Regan's could have had a hat trick another day. He's had 2, I think, in the 6-yard box, and he's had another where he's drove in. Noobs from a tight angle, Justin from a tight angle, Carell in the centre of the 6-yard box. I'd say 5 gilt-edged chances that we should do better with. And like I said, on another day, you draw that. But in these games where you're going to go toe-to-toe with a Rochdale, like we did with Gateshead, there's fine margins, and you get anything wrong when you're man for man, and you saw the result of that with the second one in particular that they scored, because we didn't get that right, staying with the runner, and that wasn't a one-off. That happened a couple of times in the first half, and then we got on top of that. We got on top of the structure in midfield. And like I said, another day we come away with a draw and take them to penalties, and maybe even pinch it with the chances. But people will think I'm crazy saying that. But I think if anybody's who's watched that will know that we were well in that game right up until the end. And another day we convert some of the chances, but we haven't. And you've got to say well done to Rochdale, because they did. They took their chances. I think I remember one more really good chance that Barlow had. I think that it fell to him in the first half. But apart from that, I don't remember him having really good chances. So, yeah, that's what you're always defined by, what you do in both 18-yard boxes, and they were better than us on the day.
Well, the second one went in just before half-time. It was always going to be an uphill battle coming from 2 down. What did you say to your team at half-time?
Just wanted them to see, I wanted to see them execute what we'd asked them to do, because they didn't do it in the first half, and you saw in the second half they did. So, yeah, obviously everyone's really upset, but we had enough chances in the first half to come in level pegging, but we didn't take our chances, and we didn't deserve to as well, because we didn't play well enough in the first half. But then second half, it's just complete domination. But again, they might say they sat back, but I can only say what I'm seeing from my team, so that's up to them if they want to invite us onto them and allow us to do that. But they certainly pressed at times as well, and we showed great composure to play through that press. But as I've said all the way through the interview, you define by what you do in both 18-yard boxes, and they were better than us on the day at that.
Well, so many chances, so many shots for Altrincham in the second half, side netting, post. Was it one of those days where anything you shoot just doesn't go in?
I think when the keeper's made the top corner save from Alex, you feel, I can't believe they didn't give him man of the match. I think that won him the game then, because that moment, we've had it where Ethan in particular has made saves like that, and you think it's going to be our day. And that's football. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's sometimes things go for you, sometimes they don't, and they've gone for Rochdale today, and there's more than enough things gone for us this season where we can count our lucky chickens, so to speak. But yeah, it's been a real tough week anyway, and I'm ever so proud of the lads, because yeah, I needed that for personal reasons of my own, to see that endeavour, that fight. I've had a real tough week, and they did me proud there. So I'm certainly not going to come out and berate them, because as I said, all any manager can ask for, players are going to get things wrong, is that they leave it all out on the pitch, and I challenge anyone to say that those players didn't do that today.
James Jones was substituted in the second half, with what seemed like an injury. Is there any update on that?
No, not yet.
And of course, coming up to this week, it's York away, another away trip for your side and the fans. I've got to give a word to the fans today, because the atmosphere in now is absolutely fantastic. Over 1,000 Robins in the away end. How important are they to this team?
Huge. And I know there'll be one or two who really disgruntled, felt like we've missed a great opportunity, and believe me, everyone feels that same way. But they've given them a consistent 2 seasons where we're knocking on the door of the playoffs again. We've had a really good cup run. Whether we feel it's not as good as getting to the semi-final, it's not, is it? But you're only 1 game away, so we've gone deep into the competition. We've gone deep into the National League Cup, whatever anybody wants to think about that competition. So we're trying to fight on all fronts. We haven't got endless resources. The football club, look at what you're looking at here at Rochdale. You walk in that building, and the amount of staff, the amount of resources, they're just on a different playing field to us. So our lads, our football club, have done brilliant, and our fans look like they're a Football League group when they turn up like that. They deserve Football League for that turnout, and that's what we're going to try and deliver for them. So we might not have got to the trophy final again, but if we can get over the line in the playoffs, then I'm sure they'll forgive this one.